Oh my God, she's been single for a year and a half, and let me tell you, I have been dating with a capital D. So I'm ready to spill all the tea. What's up? It's your girl Danny DMC. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are part of the Confidence Crew. Today is a really good one. If you can't tell from the title below, we're talking all things dating and confidence. I'm gonna talk you through my routine. I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on how to find a date, how to enjoy a date, how to be confident on a date. I'm also going to give you some of my secret sauce and tell you some of my favorite products for getting ready for a date. I'm talking skincare, body care, makeup, perfume combos, all of it, okay? So stay locked, let's get into this video. Make sure you hit that big juicy red button, screaming subscribe below if you are not already a part of the family. And I guarantee by the end of this video, you're gonna be running to hit that button if you haven't already, because this is a very good one. Okay, so kicking it off, let's just set the mood and say, hypothetically, I was going on a date. Hypothetically, okay? And I'm getting ready for said date. This is where my mindset would be at. I'm gonna give you tips and tricks. I'm gonna give you products I use to get ready for a date. I'm gonna give you mindset shifts I use to get ready for a date. And just all the things that we need to know. This really should be like a high school 101 course that we're not given. And it's absurd. So you're welcome, okay? This is how to date with confidence, or dating with confidence, or how to be confident when dating, how to be confident when single. Whatever title works for you, run with that, because that's the info you're gonna get in this video. I feel like dating can be super daunting. I've now been single for a year and a half, and I became single at the age of 31 after being in a relationship, or really being like locked in since I was like 21, 22. And so yeah, I haven't been single like in this day and age, in this time zone either. And yeah, there's like a lot of things to learn, but I feel like it's most exciting to be single and dating at this age. And I feel like that's why I wanna offer this insight to you guys, because I've never been so confident, so sure of myself, so successful, so healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, just like spiritually connected with myself and who I am. And I think that is something that really comes with entering your 30s. I'll be honest. And I'm not saying your 30s are perfect. There's still a ton of discovery to be had and to happen in your 30s, but your 20s is just pure chaos. And I would have loved a video like this, or a big sister like me, to guide me and hold my hand through dating and the ins and outs of being single in my 20s. The first piece of advice I wanna offer you is, if you are single in your 20s, you're not behind. If you're single in your 30s, you're not behind. If you're single in your 40s, you're not behind, and so on and so forth, okay? We are fed this idea that we have to be in relationships to be successful, and I just don't think that's true. And if you still do, then read the British Vogue article, Why It's Embarrassing to Have a Boyfriend. Great article, by the way. But yeah, we're in a different time now. And I think with that comes mindset shifts when it comes to dating. And I think that for so often and so long, the male experience was prioritized over the female experience. And what I mean when I say that is that, and we can talk about that in career, we can talk about that in the bedroom, we can talk about that when it comes to relationships. I think that men have been prioritized for a long time, their needs and wants, and a lot of the woman's experience has gotten pushed to the back burner. And I think things are changing, and I'm a huge fan of this and a huge pioneer in pushing this forward. And I think that's because we all deserve pleasure. Men deserve pleasure, women deserve pleasure. And so for any men out there that feel like it's so women dominant and we're in the male loneliness epidemic, while those emotions are real, and I support any man that is going through deep, dark things, I think it's important to prioritize and highlight women's peace and happiness and our experience, because that hasn't been what's been prioritized for so long. So that being said, I think that a huge mindset shift, my first tip or tidbit that needs to change, is for so often as women, when we would date, we would think about, is this guy gonna like me? Is he gonna like my outfit? Is he gonna like what I'm saying? Is he gonna think I'm hot? Is he gonna think my body's nice? Is he gonna think I'm pretty? Is he gonna think I'm cool? Blah, 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 blah. Fair. I get that. You want this guy to like you, especially if you feel like you know, are attracted to him, or, you know, whatever the case, whatever's leading you to go on this date. But I would, while that's okay, and I get you want someone to like you, I would lead with the energy of, do I like this person? Am I going on this date to validate myself and to make myself feel like I'm lovable or worthy? Or am I going to have a good time and meet someone new? You know, I think there's so many mindset shifts that need to change with dating. And I think we should be dating for sport more often. Hear me out when I say this, okay? I really do think that we should be dating more. And I think this is the most I've ever dated in my life in this past year and a half. And I have learned so much about myself. I've learned what I want in a partner, what I don't want in a partner. I've had fun. I've literally met a person, had a great date, and never seen them again. And maybe that was on my end, maybe that was on their end, but I took it for what it was in the moment, a good time. So I think changing your mindset of this date being this scary, daunting thing, and is this person gonna like me? Remember that you are in control. At any moment, you can decide this date isn't for me and you can leave. Or if you feel like someone doesn't like you and that doesn't make you feel good, you can also leave and you can say, hey, I don't think this is working out. I'm gonna head home. Thank you for a nice night. You are in control, and I think we allow men to be in control so often. Also, I didn't say this in the beginning, I should have. I am heterosexual and always have been. I haven't really like dabbled outside of those lines. So that's the only experience I can speak to. But obviously, so I'm saying man and woman, but whatever your sexuality, your gender, your experience, this still applies to you. Just fill in the blank, whatever fits for you. And that's really important to me because obviously I can only speak to my experience, but dating is such a similar experience for everyone, but I'm obviously prioritizing the genders and experience that I have had throughout my life. And I think a big part of that is the male-female dynamic. So that's why I'm speaking to that so heavily. So I think that we need to really think about like, am I gonna like this person? And when you sit down and you're having these conversations, whether you're at dinner or whether you're doing an activity, note to yourself like, okay, I really liked that. That's something that would be nice in a potential partner. Not that, I think a lot of people like romanticize like, oh my God, we're gonna get married 10 minutes in. So I would use words in your head that's more like, for my potential partner, not this person. Okay, this is something I really like. And then he does something you don't like. Okay, that's not something that I really like. And almost like at the end of the day, once you go home, I'm saying don't like show this, because you wanna make someone feel wanted and appreciated just like you wanna feel on a first date. So always lead with respect, 100%. But I think when you go home, you take that kind of pro and con list that you've now made in your head and you go over it and you see, okay, is this someone that I think I could have a future with? Or is this someone I could have fun with? And I think that's another really important thing with dating and having confidence with dating is understanding why you're dating. And that kind of circles back to, are you dating because you feel like you should? Are you dating because you feel like you're supposed to get married and you're supposed to find a partner and this is the path for you? Are you dating because it's fun? Are you dating for short term? Are you dating for long term? These are the questions you need to have with yourself. And I realize I'm like going a little bit all over the place because this is how my mind works and I need to get all my thoughts out. But that kind of leads to the next thing, which I always talk to you guys about prioritizing, which is the relationship with yourself. I think before going on a date with anyone, you really need to sit with yourself and have these discussions. Why am I dating? Why am I doing this? What's my intention in doing this? What do I want to get out of this? And then also how you treat yourself. That relationship you have with yourself dictates how people treat you, friends, partners, dates, etc. So for example, I carry myself in a really confident manner, and that's not just online, I promise you. I think it might even be more prominent offline. And that's why all my friends that I grew up with always say like, you've always been the most confident person I know. It didn't matter what size, it didn't matter what you wore, it didn't matter what age you were, you just had it in you. And I think that's because I was forced at such a young age to spend so much time alone and really create that bond with myself. And I knew what I wanted out of friendship, from guys, like even if it wasn't the most healthy thing in that time or age period, I was very aware of what I wanted from people and really good at setting boundaries. And I think those are things that we need to work on. You can only truly work on those things by yourself. When you are alone in your room at night, I mean, it could be day too, no cameras, no internet, we're not scrolling on TikTok and hearing someone else's opinion and making it our own. we are forming our own opinions. And in these deep, dark depths of our solitude is where we really find what we want. Those are when we ask ourselves the tough questions. Do I want to be a mom? Do I want to have kids? Do I want to get married? Do I want to spend my life with someone else? Do I want to be on my Tracee Ellis Ross shit and be alone and, be free and have that peace of mind that I'm just with myself and I'm just taking care of myself and I'm experiencing other people, but I'm not committed to another person. And again, you can't really have those conversations with your girlfriends or with your guy friends or with your family or with your coworkers. Only you can answer those questions for yourself. And I promise you, it's gonna hurt you more if you try and get those ideas from outside opinions or outside thoughts. It's so easy for us to talk to our girlfriends and they're like, oh, this is really what I'm into right now. And you're like, oh, okay, I think I'm into that too. That's not how it works. You really, really have to find that answer within yourself. And so that's why I say spend time alone, decide what you want, and you don't have to, it's not the end all be all. Get an idea of the things that you want, what is important to you, what you want to prioritize in your life right now. And it doesn't have to be concrete. For me, I'm in a place right now where 50% of me loves the idea of being single and alone for the foreseeable future on my Tracee Ellis Ross shit. I also have an auntie very similar to Tracee Ellis Ross, who I've always looked up to my whole life. She's also always been plus size like me, shortcut like me. And I just had this conversation with her not too long ago. She's in her 50s now. And although in my mind, she's like always gonna be 30, but she told me that she always had this thought that she was gonna be married with kids, and now she's not. She doesn't have kids, she's not married, and she is so fulfilled in life. She's a business owner, entrepreneur, extremely successful. She has tons of play nieces and nephews, and she's a godmom, and she, has kids, essentially, okay? She spends lots of time with her babies. And she has so many friends and deep friendships and connections, and she's my great aunt, so we don't talk too heavy on this, but I would assume that she also has her experiences with men and enjoys herself and has a good time from time to time. I hope she does. So 50% of me is in that. My mom's texting me, I love you, girl, but let me help the people out and then I'm gonna call you. Okay, so I would say 50% of me is okay with that and open to that. The other 50% of me, the girl that watched her parents, who have now been married for 40 years, watch them my entire life, have such a strong bond and build an empire together and build a beautiful family together and support one another. And now they're aging and they're able to be there for one another and grow old together and benefit off the fruits of their labor together. That seems so beautiful to me. And that companionship seems so beautiful to me. So I would say I'm split down the middle. I'm gonna be honest. So it's okay if you don't know exactly what you want. But I think where I'm at right now is I'm open. I'm open to dating and having a good time. I'm open to something serious. I'm not gonna block my blessings. Whatever comes my way, I really believe that the universe is always going to support me and bring me what I need in that moment, whether it be short-term or long-term. And for me personally, this is the best mindset to have when it comes to dating, because it's just freedom, it's fluidity. It's like, I'm not putting too much pressure or too much expectation. I'm 32, the world wants me to be like, oh my God, I need to get married, I need to have kids right now. But I'm not. I refuse to be like that, because there's so much beauty in my day-to-day life. Why would I stress? Why would I stress about things that are out of my control? You get me? Okay, I need to keep doing my makeup because I have a date. Okay, so also, now that we've spent time alone, we know what we want, we've prioritized our thoughts, and I'm really excited for this is how my mind thinks. I'm really excited for this person to experience me, because I am beautiful, duh. But I have a phenomenal personality, and how wonderful that they get to experience me, and I know that they're gonna like me. But I'm also really curious to see if I like them. These are the things not expectations, but these are the things I'm hoping to get out of this date. So now we've done the planning bit of the date. The planning with self is what I would call that. Now, we have made said date, whether this person asked us out, we made plans. There's dating apps, there's Instagram, which has become a dating app. There is, if you're a Soho House member, the Soho app has become a dating app. There is going out, going to a bar, If you wanna meet people, you have to go outside, friend, okay? You have to go outside. A friend could set you up. You could ask your friend if she has a boyfriend and he has a lot of friends, or put yourself out there. Let people know, I'm single and I'm open to dating and I'm wanting to meet new people. So now you put yourself out there, you have a date set up. And again, I would say don't force anything. It will come to you. What you want to come will come. And if dates aren't coming, it's not meant to be right now, and there's not good fish around you, okay? There's not good fish in the sea for you right now, so it's okay. Take a deep breath, your time will come. But also, take risks. Okay, so now the date has come, like me today, and you, hypothetically, and you are getting ready for the date. I like to be very intentional with everything I do to prepare for a date. So first thing is I take an everything shower. That's what I did this morning. I did a scalp scrub. I did a deep conditioner. Yes, I still deep condition even though I'm bald. I did a whole body scrub. I did body oil. I'm gonna do my moisturizer, and I'm gonna give you, don't you worry, I'm gonna give you some of my favorite date night products, my favorite date night perfume. I'm gonna give you so much, so don't sweat it. Okay, we need blush. What color blush am I doing today? I've been feeling, because we're like in fall-ish now, I've been feeling a little bit of a darker blush, so I've been using this Rhode Pocket Blush. Speaking of makeup, after you do your everything routine, it doesn't matter if you like a full beat, light beat, just mascara, do something to make yourself feel good. Today I'm doing very light skin-like makeup because I just want to feel natural. Sometimes I go full glam, sometimes I do very little, and today I'm like kind of in between. But whatever you do, find what works for you and makes you feel the best. I feel like, just like with anything, it's really nice to pour into yourself and to do nice things for yourself prior to the date. Yeah, you want someone to show up and do nice things for you, but why would they show up and do nice things for you if you're not doing them for yourself? And that could look like many different things. This morning I woke up and I made myself a smoothie. I made sure I had a nutritious meal and breakfast. I went to the gym. So I like to just kind of plan a whole day. I mean, I take care of myself every day, so I'm kind of describing my daily routine, but if you are just getting into a self-care routine, I think days that you're gonna share yourself with somebody else, it's really important to prioritize self-care. So that's always on my list, 100%. I'm gonna do very light mascara today. You guys also know she's a fashion girly, so the same thing applies for my outfit. I wanna feel really good, really comfortable, and again, prioritizing how I feel, not the male gaze. I know that's really, really hard, okay? Because we are fed that you wanna wear tight clothes and make sure the booty's popping or the curves are popping or you have cleavage or whatever the case may be. I guarantee so many men will appreciate the fact that you can dress and have style more than showing your body off. And if he prioritizes you showing your body off, he's probably not the one, sis. But it could be a good time, you never know. Again, depends what you're looking for. Also, circling back to how to find a date, I really want us to prioritize who we're going out with. Again, this circles back to why you want to go on a date, but if you're being intentional with dating and you want someone that's serious, you need to be serious about who you're selecting. And again, you might not know that before the first date, okay? Fair. But you will know that after the first date. And if you are looking for something serious and they're not, and you're like, oh, well, maybe I can change it. You can't. You can't. And I think that's the problem with a lot of us women is we think we can change people. And I'm here to tell you, you really can't. You could maybe change, if someone wears skinny jeans, you could maybe convince them to wear baggy jeans. But if somebody is here for a good time, not a long time, I don't know if you're gonna be able to convince them to be here for a long time. You get me? And it may seem appealing, but again, you just have to let go. If it's meant for you, it'll be for you, I promise. When I first started dating out here in a whole new country, a new city, I had to figure out the vibe and the energy and how men were, how men operated, which I mean, we have to take every man for himself, but usually in cities, there's a certain energy. And there were a lot of guys that seemed like great guys, but their actions did not match their words. And I think that's something we need to be very aware of. We've heard so many times, if he wanted to, he would. Or like Mel Robbins says, let them. And I think it is so true. We need to let people show us who they are and take that for face value. I also think another thing with dating is we tend to overthink a lot. And I think just giving yourself that freedom on a first date to not think too deeply and just have fun. Like view it as like, I'm going to have a good time and I just want to be present. and have a fun night, enjoy a meal, enjoy an excursion, enjoy whatever I'm doing. And that's why I say we need to date for sport more, because you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about what you want, what you don't want, and you learn a lot about the male species, let me tell you. Okay, so my makeup is done. I really wanted to keep it simple and fresh since it is daytime still, and I really like this. It's glowy, it feels like me, but not like a mask on. Not saying that there's anything wrong with a full beat. I've definitely gone on dates with a full beat. But sometimes, especially when it's daylight, I feel like I just feel more myself when I do just, this is a tinted SPF. I'll show you what I put on. This is the, I don't know how to say this, Chele, something like that. Tint and Protect SPF 50. This is the tinted serum, and it's in the shade 03 Light. Unreal, love this stuff. It gives me good coverage, covers my redness, very dewy. This is not for my oily girls, I'm so sorry. This is for my dry girls. It might work if you did like a matting primer though, and then you set your face. I didn't set my face, which is also crazy, but again, that's like this dewy look that I like. And then I always go in with my One Size powder melt, just to melt everything in. Voila. Okay, so now that that is done, before I get dressed, I like to lotion and oil my whole body. Actually, I usually do this when I get out of the shower and then it like sits on my body while I'm doing my makeup, but because I was filming, I wanted to do it this way so I could show you. So now we're gonna get into my recommendations for date night or date day. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm a poet and I know it. Okay, the first thing, you must buy expeditiously, especially I think we're like around the time of the Sephora sale, Josie Maran body butter. Do not sleep on her. My favorite 2 scents are the vanilla, which is so funny. Vanilla Vibes it's called, which is so funny because I swear I don't like vanilla, but I love this and it's just very sexy on the body. The tangerine one is good for summer, but I think I overused it. And then they have a newer one that's like amber musk that I also really love. So this and the amber musk one are like my favorite. I think it's called, I forget. And then they have one that's unscented that is amazing. Then I pair it with the Josie Maran 100% pure argan oil. You can get both of these at Sephora. So what I do is I take a little, hold on, let me appropriately get some shoulder out for you. Okay, so I take some of this. That was a lot. Okay, and then I take my oil. Do like a whole, oh, it's coming off my hand. Okay, rub those together. Wow, this will like last for my entire upper body. And I'm gonna show you after I rub this all in how shiny and moisturized this makes my body. Hold on, I need to go do my whole body off camera. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. 100 out of 10, honestly. Okay, this hasn't even like fully soaked in, but once it does, it literally looks just like this. Okay, now getting into scents. This is my dream date combo collab, okay? First is this, it's French, y'all. Officine Universelle Bully, maybe, okay? Take a screenshot. This is the perfumed body oil in the scent Alcacer. Whoo, wait. Insane. It's like, so I take this oil and put it, you just rub it into your body right on top of everything I just did. Wow. Wow. What's in this? Does it tell us? An exotic scent, here we go. An exotic scent of sandalwood enlivened, oh, I can't read. Enlivened with geranium and cardamom perfumes. This dry oil. Why did I read that so weird? Okay, an exotic scent of sandalwood enlivened with geranium and cardamom perfumes this dry oil body. A moisturizing and softening beauty care with apricot and sesame oil that leaves skin delicately perfumed. Tea. Okay, then, all right. That was so dramatic. This thing is like very heavy and has fallen on my floor many a time. Then I go in with Fleur, Somebody Would. I'm gonna wait because I don't wanna get this on my robe. I'm gonna spray it on my clothes because it lasts longer, and then I'll do like the nape of my neck. Somebody Would, Fleur. Don't play with her. Then, to top it all off, the star of the show, Kayali Utopia. I have so many of these travel sizes, I need to get a big one, but this is so good. This is the vanilla cocoa. Again, I swear I don't like vanilla, but it's so good. A couple other honorable mentions for date night from Kayali are Deja Vu and Vanilla Oud. Unreal. And again, she says she doesn't like vanilla. Now, that 3 combo, he's gonna wanna marry you. I'm just letting you know, just throwing it out there, okay? Then, 2 other perfumes I love for date night are Jackie Aina's Forever Mood Hard to Get. So good. This is like very fruity, very intoxicating. I mean, it's called Hard to Get for a reason. I just got another one. I have so many of these. In touch but out of reach, it says. It doesn't tell you what's in here, but it has like, it's very sweet. I'm surprised I like this because I usually don't like sweet scents, but this is that girl, especially for dates. And then last but not least, one of my dates actually bought me this. This is the Orebella, the big bottle, the big boy, Blooming Fire. There is something lethal in this. I actually am probably gonna put this on today too. Oh, yes. Shake well. Bien éjetir. I think that means shake well. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. And this is also a perfume oil, actually. Who am I kidding? This needs, so do not put this on your clothes. You need to know that about perfume oils, that if you put them on your clothes, you will get an oil stain. Wow, look at that. You guys. Hide your sons, ladies, because I'm out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually 100% not kidding. But this is my body care routine and it is foolproof. Let me tell you, if you want a man, if you want a woman, if you want a gender non-conforming human, this is it right here. This is, I'm giving you all the tea. Another honorable mention on how to be confident for dating is to date yourself. Go on a solo date. If you're not getting dates, if people aren't asking you on dates, if you feel like you're just waiting around for the right man or the right person or the right time, take yourself out. Do not sit in the house and be like, I'm gonna wait because I really wanna go to this restaurant, but I'm gonna wait for a man to take me. I'm gonna wait for someone else. Take yourself. That's also a part of building confidence in dating, is go out with yourself. Enjoy your own energy, because then you know for sure when you go out with somebody else, they're gonna enjoy your energy if you enjoy your own energy. You get me? So make sure you take yourself on dates as well. It's just as important. Okay, so that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. I hope that I gave you so many good dating tips. And now after this, all that's left to do is go on your date and enjoy and be free and just have fun and be in your womanhood and your femininity and enjoy yourself. Let go of control. And let me tell you, I'm not just preaching to you, I'm preaching to myself. We have to just let go of control. I think it's so easy for us to be in our masculine energy as women because now we are so successful and we provide so much for ourselves, and we're kind of left with the question, what can a man give us? Or even what can a partner give us? I give so much to myself. And I think it's fine to ask those questions, but when you are intentionally choosing to go on a date, be open to it, enjoy it, have a good time, and see if you like the person, if you get along with them, if you could be friends with them, okay? And most important, above all, be confident. And how you be confident is by spending that time with yourself, uplifting yourself, learning who you are, knowing who you are, validating yourself, not needing that external validation, taking care of yourself in the ways I've just shown you throughout this video, and prioritize you and your well-being. And if you do all those things and you're still not confident, you're lying to yourself and you're letting the outside world and society and narrative control you, because you know who you are. You do. You do. It's in there. I promise you. 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. And if you ever forget for a second, you come back to this video, you come back to this page, you come back to this channel, you come back to my TikTok, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and I will forever be here to remind you, you are, yes, indeed, that girl. Okay? I see you. Now go on that date, girl. Have fun. Be confident. Life is short. You're young. You're alive. You're free. You're thriving. Go do it. Why not? Put yourself out there one time for the one time. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this video and you got what I wanted you to get out of it. And I'll see you very soon. If you want more videos like this, give me any ideas in the comments below. You know I will give it to you. I'm always here for you. And yeah, I got some good stuff coming, so make sure you're locked in. Hit that big juicy red button, scream and subscribe at you below. And I'll see you very soon. Bye. I'm gonna go on a date.